think that the attorneys and legal advocates and the staff that come to work for the Northwest Immigrant Rights Project come here with a common goal, and that's to fight for justice, to fight on behalf of our fellow humans who are suffering because they are seen as something different.
Seeing the injustices in this country has made us gather together and do this work.
And we're here to fight for immigrant rights, which are human rights, and to try to obtain at least a modicum of justice for as many as we can.
Northwest Immigrant Rights Project started in 1984 as Joint Legal Task Force, and it was to address injustices that we were seeing in this community.
Our bread and butter, as it were, has always been direct representation, taking on the individual client, representing them in immigration court, or in filing that family visa application, or in the asylum application. But along the way, we see the broader problems that are affecting hundreds of our clients and thousands of individuals across the country. And fortunately, we're in a position to step up and also take on cases in a more systemic manner. And so that's the focus of our federal litigation, is trying to help not just the individual, but also thousands of individuals who face similar problems.
NWIRP has 4 offices across the state of Washington. We provide services to people with low income at no cost. Our network consists of pro bono attorneys who volunteer their time, community members who are there to interpret. The work is not just done by the staff hired at Northwest Immigrant Rights Project, it's a community work.
When NWIRP discovered that we had over 50 parents who had been separated from their children being held in Washington, they put an amazing team together really quickly to respond to this crisis. And they coordinated pro bono attorneys, such as myself, worked on impact litigation on this issue, and provided direct representation to many of these families, facilitated the reunification of a lot of these parents. I volunteered with this team, and I ended up working with Yolani.
No me imaginé que de un infierno iba a pasar a uno más grande cuando ya yo entrara a los Estados Unidos. Fue llegando y dándolos la noticia de que nos iban a mandar para un lado y los niños para otro lado, que nos iban a separar. Nos dijeron que nos iban a castigar por haber cruzado y nos iban a deportar.
The day that Yolani and Yeltsin were reunified at SeaTac, Jorge and some of their amazing team at NWIRP were there to help facilitate the reunification. And after that was done, Jorge headed straight back to the detention center to work with another separated parent on a bond proceeding that was coming up. And this was on a Saturday.
No solo es una persona, es un gran grupo de abogados con personas que ayudan, o sea, cada quien pone un poquito. Es algo que no voy a tener jamás cómo pagarles, tanto a la organización como a la comunidad que me recibió aquí, tanta gente que ofreció su apoyo sin conocerme, sin saber quién era.
Northwest Immigrant Rights, that's changed people's lives. The reason I came to America is I came to join my children's father. He brought me here. Basically, once I got here, this man didn't work again. I worked to support the family. I worked illegally to support the family. I was enslaved to him. He was abusive verbally and physically to myself and to the children. He did threaten me on several occasions that he will turn me in himself.
I think about Mara, and I think about how terrified she was and how shrewd and loving and fiercely kind of invested in her children feeling safe and protected. And the beauty of being able to, as an organization, come together with the legal possibilities, make them accessible to Mara. Mara worked her butt off for her own case, and then was able to go back to her own community and offer her kids a safe home, education, healthcare access.
I'm thankful for Donna. I'm thankful for everybody. They were able to help me legalize my status. I'm employing almost 100 people in my business. I have 3 beautiful children that have gone through college.
Because they helped my family, I'm able to live on this land and able to just do my day-to-day, work for an amazing company, and provide for myself. I'm very thankful for the Northwest Immigrants Rights Project.
I think one of the best things about working for Northwest Immigrant Rights Project was having such faith in the integrity of the organization and knowing that if someone gives their money to that organization, it will be used exactly as you would hope it would be.
I want to thank everyone for their support. It's only because of their support that we're able to take on the cases that we do. And that's the individual cases, that's the impact litigation, that's the Know Your Rights events, the community education. All the work that we do is because of the support we receive from the community.
I'd like to invite you all to continue to support Northwest Immigrant Rights Project because you're not just supporting the organization, you're supporting that person who would not have had access to representation otherwise. You're helping families stay together, you're helping someone stay here and provide support for their families in the country where they came from.
There's laws in every country defining who qualifies and who doesn't, but there's also basic protections that should and must be applied to everybody. And so we all need to keep advocating for the rights of each other, for the rights of humanity.